Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my shop. Today, a local high school is throwing a car show that's going to benefit the band and the ball teams. So I thought I'd antique up the old truck here and take it on down there and let folks see it. Now that Chickamauga Market sign, that was my father-in-law's store way back in the day, and that's hung outside the store. Well, when we sold it, I took the signs down and decided to put it in storage and one day maybe put it on this truck. Now this truck is my wife's uncle's, and he used to haul fresh produce from his farm to that store. So this truck never really had that sign on it, but it was hauling produce to the store. So it's not too far of a stretch me putting that on there. Well, let's get on down the road and check it out. I'm gonna get you. Ooh, is that pretty?
We're all in now. Yeah, that's something you don't see. What do we do? We got 11 of them here.
Huh?
I got 11 here today.
My daughter, my dad, I think there's 3 more. So isn't it
What the hell?
Yeah. Thought I'd point this out. A Ford with a Ford power plant. Just don't see that much anymore. And with that said, right next to it is another one. All right. And compare this to my 75 C3. No comparisons. But it looks like it's still as fun to get in and out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not quite ready for showtime. Alright, well here we are out doing our first cruise of the spring with the 49 truck. Taking you all a new way. Just left the car show for a real good turnout, for a real good cause. And it's probably the first of an annual edition now, they say. Pollen's really thick in the air. Everything turns a hue of green now. If you if you leave anything outside for any amount of time. Temps up in the 80, 81. Now you got a buzzard getting a snake. Oh well, there you go. I don't know if that picked it up. Got a neat story I think I'll share with you. My youngest grandson, he's a big first grader, and well, he's learning about the real world, and some things he's having to learn aren't true or may be true. And I was tasked with picking him up from an RA meeting a couple Wednesday nights ago. And when I got there, the door was still closed and you could hear him talking, the teacher talking to him. And eventually a helper opened up the door, and we all kind of milled in. And seems I can't multitask like I used to. But anyway, so we go in, and the teacher's wrapping up. And he says, now, if there's any questions, raise your hand and come on up and ask me. Well, my grandson and the little fella next to him raised their hand, and they went up and asked him a question. Now, I couldn't hear it, and they all got kind of animated and smiled, and then my grandson took off and ran around with his other buddies until I had to tell him, let's go. But before I told him that let's go, I said, I went up to the teacher. I said, what was that question that my grandson asked you? He says, oh, he said, he asked me if the Easter Bunny was real. And the teacher said, he said to him, well, what do you think? And my grandson said, well, yeah, of course. Teacher said, well, there you go. Then he looked at me and said, that's up to you all to tell him that, if there is or isn't. It ain't up to me. I said, well, I highly understand. As a matter of fact, it's not up to me either. It's up to his mom and daddy. So anyway, kind of long and drawn out, but we all thought it was kind of funny. And they hunted Easter eggs on Easter Day. We always have them come over to the house, and we smoke a ham, and everybody brings a dish, and we kind of do it up at my place because we're the senior citizens now. And well, they were hunting eggs, and come to find out that there was cash money in them eggs that come out of my wallet, unbeknownst to me. I discovered that when I went to go get a haircut, and I opened my wallet to pay, and well, butterflies and moths flew out. But I had a secret stash, so thinking ahead. Always have a secret stash, boys and girls. Anyway, hope y'all all had a great Easter. All right, what a great day for a car show. Temps got up into the low 80s. Had a little bit of a wind blowing to keep us cool. Still ended up getting some sun. So, but that's all right. I'm fixing to get out here and do some mowing, and I'll be getting a whole lot more anyway. But the car show was an overwhelming success. They had a pre-registration, but it wasn't advertised that good, and so they weren't really expecting as many that showed up. We filled up all 3 levels of the parking lot eventually, and that was good. Over 110 total vehicles showed. You had cars, trucks, tractors, motorcycles, and in all years in between. From I think the oldest there was about a 28 Ford, and the newest was a 2020 Vet, and the Ferrari that was sitting next to it that I didn't really take a whole lot of pictures of. But and everything in between, a lot of classics. There's a lot of classics around here. I had several people stop by and say, and first off ask if this was the truck in the YouTube, and it was, and didn't recognize me at all, but they knew the truck. But that's all right. We know who the star of the show is, so I have no problem with that. Also, the sign. I had a lot of people, a lot of old timers. They remembered that store, and some family members and friends say that sign seems to add to the nostalgia of the truck. Well, I'm kind of up in the air on whether or not I want to keep the signs on there or not. I've been thinking about toying with the idea to make them a quick, easy on and off, so I can put them on for car shows and take them off for regular cruising and running errands, because I do work this truck some. But I guess I'll solicit some of your all's opinions. What do y'all think? Leave the signs on, or just make them to where I can take them on and off whenever I want to show the thing? Let me know in the comments or emails. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'll be looking forward to see what you got to say. But, well, I did take it out here to run on some speed, and they flapped a little bit, but they ain't going anywhere, so I got them secured pretty good. Well, it's beckoning me. My air conditioner quit, so I've got a guy coming over to check it out. I do have a brother that's in refrigeration. He hooked his gauges to it and put some Freon in it, but the amount he put in it, it's definitely got a leak. So we're going to have to get some troubleshooting, find the leak, and see if we can't get that fixed. But that's a whole other story. So anyway, I hope everything's going good with you and yours. Everything's going great here. Can't complain. Wouldn't do me no good to complain anyway, and besides, I don't have anything to complain about, even with that not working. Me and the wife were raised without air conditioning, and we made it through the night no problem with just our ceiling fans and some screens in the windows. Yeah, old school, baby. So have a good one, and I hope to see you around on the next one. See ya.